Hey everybody, it's Gil. Come back just for another update and so forth. Unfortunately, it's not going to be another snooping yet because I just haven't been snooping. But I'm just giving a little video here and just to show you what I got. So, hang on.
I'm Gil. This is my channel. If you don't like it, turn it off.
So it's been crazy a couple of weeks. I'm telling you, man. Ty's doing dance and so forth. The son's going to be starting to play the bass and that. So taking him, getting my bass all redone for him and that. And so it's been a busy while, but at the same time, it's been good. I was out with Don last night or yesterday. I was out with Don and my buddy Ahmed. We went to X-Ray Records. Here in Regina, which is like the local independent record store. I was too scared to talk to Dave and ask him if he wanted to talk on film and that, but I did sneak the camera in while he was busy with another customer. I did get a little clip of the store, and just to give a little roundabout, so I just so you guys could see. So this is Dave's record store here. Check it out. So yeah, his store is pretty cool. I don't go to Dave's enough. If you are ever in Regina, I'd highly suggest go checking out X-Ray Records. It's out on Dudney, and Dave is probably one of the most knowledgeable guys I've ever seen. I've gone to him for years. My teenager days when he used to have a place called Records on Wheels out on Scarf Street downtown. He's the best record guy in Regina, hands down. So all of his stuff is brand new, and he has a lot of hard to get stuff. He can bring in stuff that other people can't. So, and in this world of everyone is ordering stuff on Amazon and that, it's still nice to see that there's someone out there like Dave who's bringing in the goods. I just wish I could support him more because mostly the stuff I buy is used in that. So he does have a copy of Chevy's Celestial Hi-Fi there, so I'm gonna have to pick that up. I did have a great time out with Don and Ahmed. We went out to, like I said, the X-Ray Records, which is, you saw the little clip there, and then we went to Rebellion. I didn't get anything from Dave's myself, just because I just haven't keeping all my cash up for Slayer and so forth in a couple of weeks. Got a couple of used records here, and I just wanted to share with you. And also, while I was with Don yesterday, he gave me a bunch of CDs again. Like he bought that 400 that I showed you a couple weeks ago. I showed you all the country discs that I got from him. Well, now he gave me a bunch more of things that he just either had doubles of or didn't want, and I'm gladly gonna put them in my collection because I just love music, plain and simple. What I first got to show you here is I got the Mountain Goats Tallahassee. I picked this up for $5 from somebody here locally in Regina on garage sale, and so that was pretty cool. The Mountain Goats. And then the other one I also picked up, I don't know if I showed this or not, I picked up DRI 4 of a Kind as well. I never did have this one on vinyl when I was younger, so it's awesome to get that. Live like a kid again kind of thing, right? And then I was out at a church sale. They mainly all had a whole bunch of, I didn't really find much of anything there, but I did get a copy of George Burns' I Wish I Was 18 Again. So I thought this was kind of neat. But yeah. And yeah, so then now I just got a bunch of CDs that I got from Don's. Oh, anyway, and while we were out, I picked up a couple of movies. Oh my God, there's this one movie. I don't have it down here. I picked up a movie called Poultrygeist. Oh my God. I have to say it was one of the most god-awful movies I've ever seen in my life. My wife and my kid, we tried to start watching it last night. And we got about maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes in. There's some funny stuff in that. But when it got into the musical singing part, it was just like, no. I mean, I was just looking for a good B, cheesy horror flick comedy kind of thing. But the musical part was just kind of a turnoff. So we kind of stopped it. But Poultrygeist, that was called. I don't know where the disc is for that. And I also picked up a couple of CDs from Salvation Army. I got Ween's All Request Live for $2. Thought that was an awesome deal. I got Terry Bozzio and Billy Sheehan with 9 short films. So looking forward to spinning this one, that's for sure. I don't know what the hell's the matter with me. I should be like taking video clips when I'm out with Don and Ahmed and that. I didn't. I only took that one video clip in the store, and that was it. But we went out to Rebellion Brew House, and we had a couple of beers. We hung out, shared stories and stuff, and it was good. And they're going to be having a record sale next week, so Don and I are kind of hoping to get into that. Maybe Ahmed will join us, so maybe I'll try to get some footage of that in. I think maybe that would be fun. So, but yeah, Don, you did it again, man. You gave me some more awesome CDs. I can't say enough. I guess I'm repeating myself, but yeah, this is what Don gave me. Let's just go through them here. These are in no particular order, but he picked me up a lot of good stuff. He got Iron Maiden, Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams, So Far So Good, which is like a greatest hits compilation. Watchmen, they were like a classic Canadian band from back in the day. So looking forward to listening to this one again. That's I'm pretty stoked about that. We got Ragged Ass Road by Tom Cochrane. So that's pretty cool. One of the most depressing artists ever to know on the face of the earth, Jan Arden. She's good at what she does, but oh man, you want to listen to something that's depressing? I'm surprised. I still remember I saw her open up. First time I ever had an experience to Jan Arden was I saw her open up for a band called Moxie Fruvis. Now, Moxie Fruvis were kind of like a very happy and upbeat, goofy kind of a band. So to have Jan Arden opening up for them, it was just kind of like, it just didn't fit, right? And I don't know whoever there was a promoter for that tour or something and why they had Jan Arden open up for Moxie Fruvis. I have no idea. I mean, Jan Arden's good at what she does, but it was really kind of an odd mix for me, and that always kind of left a bad, kind of an off taste for me for Jan Arden. So I got there was that, and then there was this one here. But I still enjoy her, but it was, like I said, if you had to be there to experience it, to go see Moxie Fruvis, you know, they did that. What was that song called? I can't even think of the title of their big hit back in the day or whatever. But but they were just to see her, and then she was like, she came on stage, and of course she was like, when she first started, she just had this emo kind of like oh, this is a song about suicide and killing myself, and her type of humor was just kind of dry. So it didn't fit right anyway. But I appreciate her more now than I did then at the time. That's for sure. So I don't know. I find in my older age that I find more enjoyment in music than I used to. So speaking of finding things that I enjoy now more than I used to, we got Spice Girls. That's a classic. Who doesn't love Spice Girls? So I'm pretty excited to listen to that one again. Sarah McLachlan, Surfacing, good album. I only really got into, when I was a Sarah McLachlan, I was mainly into Vox and Solace, and then and the singles from that, and then the other ones are kind of like, it kind of faded for me. So to get this, it's kind of good. I'm excited about that. So, and we also got Hadaway. Baby, don't hurt me no more. But it's light. Anyway, and Red Rider. 60 Minutes with Red Rider. Smash Mouth. Boston, Third Stage. The Complete Tom Jones. REM, Automatic for the People. And we got Van Halen. I mean, so now I got a CD copy of this, so which is good, because the other copy I ever had of the first Van Halen, I got first Van Halen on record, but the only other Van Halen I have is this one, Van Halen, which is like it's like their first 2 albums or whatever. So, but to have the actual factory first album, pretty stoked about that. It's awesome. And Lee Aaron. Met Lee Aaron once. Man, she is short. Really short. But she's awesome. I mean, I think what really threw me off is because I always had, like, when I was younger and she had out Metal Queen and so forth, then for her, you always just expected to see, she's the Metal Queen, the god, but then it was just like, I guess she's kind of like a female version, like a female Dio. You end up seeing her, and then you're like, whoa, that's how awesome you are. You could be 5 feet tall, yet you have this persona of like, oh. Anyways, Marcy's Playground. I like sex and candy, yeah. John Mellencamp. Human Wheels. That was pretty cool. No Doubt. It's classic. No Doubt. REM Monster. Are you going to go my way? Well, I don't know. At least with Lenny Kravitz, maybe. Jeff Healey. We've got that one and his first big one, See the Light, as well. So I was pretty excited about those. I saw him play live. I'm glad I did get to see him live. It's a shame that he's no longer with us. He was an awesome guitar player. And, the Stevie Wonder guitar, I guess, right? Robin. You want to begin a little bit of danceteria stuff. I also have Jewel, Pieces of You. And Spin Doctors. What was the big one off of this? Got a pocket full of kryptonite. Anyways. Hootie and the Blowfish. So that's pretty cool. Bush X in Canada, otherwise known as Bush, but this is when they had to call themselves Bush X. So I think now they just go by the name of Bush, but they went underneath Bush X because there was some other band called Bush that had the rights to the name. I don't know what the BS on that one was. Local artist here, Colin James. Regina. I don't know if he's from Regina or a smaller town, but he's Saskatchewan anyways. So, Matchbox 20. And it was funny because when, I don't know much. Matchbox 20 is one of those kind of bands where I know of them and I know them, but I don't mind them, but I probably couldn't tell you. I couldn't, like, if you were to say, hey, name a Matchbox 20 song, I would say, I don't know, I guess, Feel? Whatever it says on the disc. I couldn't tell you the name of the song. Everybody's Got This, Steve Miller Band, classic. But it is probably one of the better greatest hits compilations out there. For some people, it could be also just overplayed and, but I still like it, of course. ZZ Top's greatest hits. So There's a lot of cool stuff on that. And classic of all classics that I think everybody should have in their record collection, The Monks' Bad Habits. So it's awesome to get this on CD. I have this on vinyl, but to have the CD of this is just awesome. If you don't have the Monks in your collection, then in my opinion, I don't think you have a complete record collection. So that's just me. So there you have it. That's it. That's all I got. But thanks to Don again for hanging out with me yesterday. That was awesome. And thanks to Ahmed as well. Though I never, maybe one of these days I'll see if I can get Ahmed on here and we'll go through his record collection. I think that'd be kind of fun. Thanks again for all the CDs, Don. I mean, you're blowing me away, and I love music, and you're helping my addiction just phenomenally. So, anyway, I'll catch you on the flippity-doo. See you next week, or tomorrow, or no, sometime. See you next video. Catch you on the flip side. I'm Gil. He's Gil. This was my video. Yes, it was. If you liked it, thumbs up. That's great. Great. I'm Gil. He's Gil. That was my video. Sure was. If you didn't like it, who wouldn't? Yeah, watch something else.